All right, so it's been a minute since I've been on here. Sorry, guys. I've been trying to look into other avenues of content creation because I do have a concern that TikTok will be gone. But that's not what we're here about today. We're here about Brian Thompson, CEO of United Health. This will be a short video because I'm considering doing maybe a YouTube video or something about this. I don't know yet. If I do, I'll let you guys know here, but I'm still figuring that portion out. But I don't feel sorry for the guy. I'm gonna go over some rough points real quick. I don't feel sorry for the guy. 2 points. One, he is somebody who was in charge of insurance policy changes. That was directly what he was involved in. So if you had United Health and they denied your plan, wanted money back for something you paid, changed your deductible amount, whatever, he was in charge of that. Not that he was making daily calls on that, but he was forming policy within United Health that. Secondarily, he, along with two other executives at United Health, in, I think it was 2002, sold stock off before a probe was put through by I think it was Department of Justice, making him tons of money. Wasn't disclosed. And if you want to feel even better about the guy, he made $10.2 million in 2002. Sorry, because he became CEO in 01, if I've got my dates right. So that means he's set financially, right? He's set financially. He didn't have to worry about anything. Do I feel bad for his family? No, I don't. In the words of George Carlin, it's probably the first time you guys have heard me say anything this vulgar on here. Fuck him. Fuck him. You know why? Because his family will be fine. Sure, they'll grieve his loss, but they don't have to worry about anything financially. They're set. They won't lose their home. They won't lose cars. They won't lose anything. They'll have a little bit of emotional damage. And that's not enough. I'm sorry. They've lived a good life. I don't care what people say about him doing charity. Doesn't matter what charity he did. If he wasn't doing the right kind of thing to help people get affordable health care, doesn't matter. There's no charity that's going to matter. If you worked for Walmart and you worked to raise prices so people couldn't afford things so you could just make more money, and then your charity was donating food to a food charity, it cancels out. It doesn't matter. You're not doing a good deed. It's for show. So I don't feel bad for him. I don't. And I don't feel bad for his family. They'll be fine. They're not going to lose anything. The other thing that's disturbing here nobody's talked about is, do you notice how they got an investigation and they got a manhunt underway in 24 hours? If this had been any normal person, there would not be a manhunt. Wouldn't happen at all. You'd be waiting. You'd be having to call the police department over and over to get some canned response about how they're doing the best they can, but they haven't got anything yet. But a CEO of a healthcare company, shoo, man, they're looking at that quick. Touch back onto affordability things. Let's say he lived through this. He wouldn't have to pay any medical bills. Not out of his pocket. The company would have covered it for him. They would have taken care of it 100%. He would have lost nothing financially. And if you're concerned about, being concerned about these executives, keep in mind that meeting still took place. That was a stockholder meeting, investor meeting. And that was talking about ways to screw you out of more money. And then lastly, I see people here talking about how he didn't have any bodyguards. What are they going to do? And people saying CEOs are going to learn from this. They're not going to learn from it. Pearl Mania talked about this. They're not going to learn from it. First, they're going to get a security detail for their higher up execs. You're going to pay for it if you have United Health. The customers will pay for it. That's what will happen. God forbid they pay for that. Secondarily, no, they won't learn from this. They'll get a security detail for those members, and this is the last time that they hold their meetings at a Hilton or any place publicly accessible. They're going to do very private meetings in remote locations or different locations where the public will not know that anybody's there. That's what's going to happen. As far as speculation on the person that did this, I would assume it is personal. At this point, I would assume it's personal. I don't think it was the guy directly. Maybe it is. Maybe he's dying of cancer, and this was his last hurrah. They denied his care. Who knows? Maybe it was a family member. Whatever it was, I do think it was personally motivated because of something policy-driven. And then we know there was writing on the casings now, I think, or on the lead. I have to put it that way. I'm not exactly clear on which portion there's writing. I'm assuming on the casings that were apparently terms familiar with the insurance industry. So, have I seen the video? Yes, absolutely I have. I saw the security footage. It was very brazen. It was very directed. It was very planned. There's no denying it at this point in my eyes. It was planned. I can't elaborate too much, obviously, because TikTok won't allow it, but I did see the video, and it was planned. It was executed in a very professional manner. It looked like something out of a John Wick movie, the way it was done. Not even kidding. The precision, the stealthiness, the swiftness of how it was done was quite interesting. Having watched the video, the person that was taken down was caught off guard, very, very surprised. And the person made sure the job was done. I'll put it that way. Anyway, that's all I've got on this for now. What are your comments? How do you feel? This is TikTok, so I know somebody's going to simp for this executive someplace. We'll see how that comes through. Anyways, guys, sorry it's been gappy in videos. Again, I'm looking at getting into other platforms. That may be YouTube. I am on Blue Sky now. The link should be in my link tree, so you may want to follow me there. I'm not getting content out very fast there. It's just reposts and some text I'm putting in here and there, but I do plan to get another video platform at some point because, again, I do not see TikTok sticking around past January 20th. If it does, I'll keep making content here, but if not, I'm going to have to find someplace else where I can do videos like this because I did like doing videos on TikTok, but it seems kind of hopeless if we're not going to be able to do that anymore. Where are you going? You know, where do you plan on watching videos like this? Where are you switching to if TikTok goes away? I know it's not related to video, and how do you feel about the whole CEO situation? Let me know in the comments, guys, and I'll be glad to respond to comments.